All right, YouTube, we're on step 334 of the Bugatti Chiron. Well, actually, let's go back a step. There is this piece you build here, this apparatus, which then goes down on top of your front steering and differential mechanism. And you can see how it locks in there in that location. And that's over here on the model. But there's one more really important thing. In the directions, they have this magnified version or section of the model, and you can see in the middle here that little tab that goes into the slider, and this is going to end up being the shifter for neutral and drive and so forth. That is in here, so you can see it in there. You can see the slider, you can see how that red post comes down. It's got that round cylinder on the bottom of it, and it rides in there. So that's really important when you put that piece down, that ends up in that location. You don't want it to end up out on the side of it somewhere. And you can kind of see what that's going to do. So if we watch it operate, it pushes that gray slider back and forth. Similar to exactly how the sliders work actually back in the gearbox. All right, I will keep you updated. There you go. That's what we have so far. And what's sort of neat actually is that if you want to, at this point when you're building the model, let's turn this around. You can pick up your engine and transmission over here, and you can line it up. So you can line up in there what you see, and you'll see those things will line up. They would slide into each other. I'm not going to force them in because I still need a lot more building to do. But then you get a sense of the scale of the model and the wheelbase and what it would look like. That's sort of cool. It would be neat. A lot of this will end up being covered up. So I would say to anyone who's building one of these models, I felt the same way about my Porsche GT3, is just take some time as you're going along and look at all this stuff and appreciate it, because it's going to get buried. You're not going to be able to see the gearbox underneath there, for example, or this shifting mechanism and these actuators, all of that stuff. The front differential, you might not be able to see. Those kind of things. Alrighty, more to come.